Good morning. It is, oh God, what day is it? Thursday. Thursday the 9th of April. Sorry, weeks are sort of blended into each other. Hello there. How are you all? Introductions as always. My name is Karen and I am a part of Get Moving. And we are here today to help you move better, to get moving and move better. This is aimed specifically at people who are not as good at moving as other people. You may be elderly. You may have disabilities, you may have injuries, you may have been in rehab after surgery or stuff like that. But for whatever reason, if you are not as good as normal at moving, we are here to help you. And each weekday, we will be here at 11 o'clock in the morning to do our warm-up. And our warm-up is it's what we do before each of the classes that we do in real life. And we found it to be really, really effective at helping people get moving, get warmed up, get their joints going, get their body going, and just start their day off, really. So if you're feeling a bit sluggish at the start of a day, just getting things going, this little warm-up has been found to be really effective at waking people up and getting them ready for the rest of the day and everything they're going to be doing for the rest of the day. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm just wittering away here to let people join in and turn up and everything. So who are we? What are we? Oh yes, I've got it written down here so I won't remember, so I won't forget, hopefully. As always, please share this video as far and wide as you can. Share it to as many different people as you can. We've got a bunch of people in and I think they keep coming back, I think. Hello, if you're back. But let's share it to as many different people as possible. So scroll down your Facebook friends list, find the 7th person there and share it to that person. Just randomly. Go for it. Okay, enough wittering for me then. Let's get things going then. So this warm-up is suitable for pretty much everybody. Whether you are seated, whether you are standing, you can still benefit from it and you can still do it. So there will be seated versions and standing versions depending on what you need. First of all, we will get the lower half moving. So I'll show you first of all and then you join in a sec. If you are seated, we're going to get our legs moving up and down like so, just marching on the spot. Nice big moves. If we're standing, then we'll do the same thing but standing. We'll march on the spot, getting our legs up and down like so. So because I'm totally unoriginal, we will continue to do 20 of them, 20-ish, and then we'll take it from there. So get yourselves ready. If we're standing, if you need to balance or anything, hold on to some for balance if you have to. I don't mind. But we get ourselves ready. We're going to do 20 steps and we'll go in 3, 2, 1 and away we go. Marching on the spot, getting the knees up nice and high. Now I say this all the time so you'll be sick of me saying this, but I'm going to say it again because, you know, I'm unoriginal. Big moves are good moves. So we're going to get our knees high as we can, reaching up nice and high. I think we're about halfway through. I've lost count of how many times I've done my fingers. But I'm going to call this one number 15. Get the knees up, marching on the spot, loosening off the hips. And I'm going to call that 20. Well done. Okay then. Top half then. So again, seated or standing, your choice which. We can either roll our shoulders back like so, or roll the whole arms back like so. Either way, seated or standing, big move or small move. We'll do 20 again in 3, 2, 1, and away we go. Reaching our arms up and back, or just rolling our shoulder blades back. Or we can do one arm only if need be, or the other arm only if need be. There's lots of variations. The common denominator though, is that you're doing the biggest move from the shoulders that you can manage. So we're reaching up, reaching back, reaching down. Very nicely done. So we're after big, expansive movements. If, like me, you find yourself not moving as much as you should for the past few weeks, it is very easy for the body to become a little bit stagnant, a little bit stiff, just stuck in its way, and we're just sort of constantly in the same place watching Netflix or something. So we want to exaggerate these moves, remind these shoulders they can reach up, they can reach back, they can reach down. And we're going to make them as big as we can. Now, as always, you may go faster or slower than me. I don't know. I don't know you at all. But, again, we're going to do the best that we can. You might go faster, in which case, do more than 20 of these. If, however, you're a bit slower than me, doesn't matter. You do fewer than 20, but you still do whatever you can. Now, I think this is number 19-ish, give or take. And 20. Well done. That always gets my shoulders and my upper back moving quite nicely. It's quite nice for me. I like that one. So back to the legs again. If we are seated, we're going to move our knees a lot now. If we're seated, we're going to kick our knees out. Always get this wrong. Kick our feet out like so, but bending and straightening the knees. If we're standing, holding on for balance again if we need to, we're going to kick our heels back towards our bum. But again, it's going to be a big knee bend. And we're going to do 20 of them. So get yourselves ready in 3, 2, 1, and away we go. 20 of these knee bends. That's it. So a quarter of the way there already. I'm counting on my fingers, as always, because I can't multitask. I can't talk and witter and count. It's never going to happen. I've tried it. Always goes wrong. That's it. So I think we're halfway there. So kicking the heels back if we can, or kicking the legs out while we're seated if we need. Either way, nice big movements. And I think this is number 19 and 20. Fantastic. So again, we've got the lower half moving quite nicely. And we're going to give that a breather for a sec. And we're going to move back up towards the top half. So, twisting. If we're seated, well, if we're seated or standing, it's the same thing, to be honest. We're going to fold our arms, either sit tall or stand tall, no slouching. And then we're going to twist in one direction to one way and twist the other way. And again, we're going to do that 20 times. So get yourselves ready, either seated or standing. Fold your arms. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. So nice big moves. So hopefully you're going to feel this in your back, down your spine. We're teaching the spine. No, we're not teaching it. We're reminding the spine how to move in ways that it might not have done for a bit. It might have forgotten to do these things as we just sit on the couch watching the world go by. I think that's 15, 16. So thinking shoulder forwards, other shoulder forwards, other shoulder forwards, and last time, big twist. Nicely done. Okay, that's twisting done. So again, that's the top half. We're going to move back down towards the bottom half again. We're going to do a double. So again, if we're seated, we're going to sit there and knees are going to come up twice before going down. So it's going to come up, 1, 2, and then goes down. 1, 2, and then goes down. If we're standing, we'll work on a balance a bit more. So if you need, hold on to a wall, a chair, a sofa, somebody else, as long as they're not going to fall over. But hold on to something for balance if you need. And we're going to do a double with our knees like so. So 20 of these. Get yourselves ready. In 3, 2, 1, and away we go. Nice big movements. And don't forget, what we don't want, no, what we're after is for the knee to come up twice. So the leg comes up, 1, 2, and not falling over. 1, 2. Try not to move the hand twice. It's not tapping your leg twice. It is your leg tapping your hand twice. There is a difference. And when you do it, you'll notice it. One is significantly harder than the other. And we're after the difficult one. If we've got a choice, if we can, we want to choose the harder version, the hardest version we can do, the most challenging version we can do. Because easy is good, it's fine. But challenging makes us better. And I want to think that we're going to make ourselves better. We're going to improve ourselves. And one more. 20. Very nicely done. So that's our double tap done. Side bend. So again, standing or sitting, it's the same thing. So we can do this. One hand is going to go down. If we can, the other arm is going to go over the top, reach over, and same other side. One arm goes down, and if we can, the other arm is going to reach over the top. If we're seated, it's exactly the same thing. So with me in 3, 2, 1. One arm down, other arm over. Big stretch for 1. Same other side. Big stretch for 2. And big stretch for 3. So again, we're going to do 20 of these. Don't forget, you can go same speed as me. You might go faster. You might go slower. But the emphasis here is the size of the movement. A big stretch. Don't try and go fast and make it a small move. That's no good. A big stretch and a big stretch. In these ones, I'd rather you go a bit slower and make it big than the alternative. That comes a bit later. So that's number 11, I think. 12. So again, we're using this upper body. We're bending the spine. We're getting the spine to move in as many different ways as possible. We're getting the shoulders to move in as many different ways, as many big ways as we can. And again, we're reminding our body that it can do all these movements and not just sit or stand still for days on end. So I think this one is number 19 and number 20. Well done. I'll relax off for a sec. Fantastic. Okay then. Everyone's favourite. If you're seated, you are going to stand up now. Doesn't matter how many times you do it. You might do 20. You might do fewer. You might do more. But you're going to stand. So perch yourself on the edge of the chair. Tuck your feet underneath you. Make sure you've got something close by to support yourself if you need. But you're going to think strong legs. We're going to tilt the body forwards, get the weight over our feet. And then we're going to crush the floor with our legs. We're going to push down hard, legs, 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 and stand up all the way tall. And then under control, sit back, down, under control. No crash landing. If we're standing, you know the drill. We're going to squat. So feet apart, feet flat. And we're going to sit that bum back and down onto an imaginary chair back there. We're going to squat down and stand up. 20 times, 20-ish. 3, 2, 1, away we go. We sit back and down and we think legs, 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 push, push, push. And we stand tall. Strong legs, push, 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 and stand all the way tall, nice and tall. Okay, I think you're there for the moment. It's very much a leg exercise. I got up to 3 there. Squatting down and think legs, 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 push up 4. Down and crush the floor 5. And don't forget, we're going to stand super tall. I am more interested in the fact that you stand tall all the way than how low you go. The lower the better. Sitting down onto a low seat is tougher and so better. But if you have to, just do a small squat, just halfway and up. But definitely we're going to go all the way up. Squatting down, all the way tall. The legs are going to push hard into the floor as we get up. We want to feel it in the muscles in our legs here. I think that's 15, so only 5 more to go. Squatting down low, standing tall, chest out, sitting back onto a low seat, standing tall. Last couple for fun. 19 and 20. And well done. That's the legs done. Either seated or standing was your choice. Well done. Okay. Movement out of the ankles now. You can do this seated or you can do this standing, your choice. But if we're seated, we can get as much movement out of the ankles. The heel is going to touch the floor and then our toes. And a heel, toes, heel, toes. Get a really big bend out of those ankles, one side and the other. If we are standing, don't forget this is going to be the balance one again. Feet apart is easier. Feet narrow like on a tightrope is harder. But we're going to walk forwards with a very deliberate heel-toe action. So again, with me, walking forwards in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Heel-toe, heel-toe. Tightrope walking, feet on line like so is the harder version. That'll get you balance. Feet apart is the easier version, but again, it's still heel-toe, heel-toe. And then the most fun bit now is going backwards. And this time it's going to be toes, heels, toes, heels. Again, a really deliberate ankle movement. Big movements out of the ankles. And second time is always better than the first time. It's like gravity, it's a universal law of the universe. We're going to move forwards again. Heel toe, heel toe. This time will be better. Just you see. Leave in the comments below if you think I'm wrong. I'm right, obviously. Heel toe, heel toe. And then going backwards, same idea again. Toes, heels. Toes, heels. So again, if you need, feet wider is a bit easier. Feet narrow, like on a tightrope, is harder. Do the hardest version you can do. And I've run out of room. So well done. Okay, the last bit of the exercise. The bit everyone, without exception, loves and looks forward to. I get emails about it. I get people stopping me in the streets and saying, stand away from me, but well done about the fast feet. The fast feet. This now is fast but small movements. If we're seated, tapping the feet up and down like so, nice and quick. It's all about speed. This is small but fast. If we are standing, exactly the same thing, but standing, running on the spot. And we're going to do this for 10 seconds, so get yourselves ready. Hold on for balance if you need. Make sure you're not going to trip over anything. Make sure you're secure and safe. And in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So fast feet, up and down, small but quick moves. Get your breathing going. 8, 9, and 10. And then give your legs a bit of a waggle, a bit of a shake. Well done. Make sure they're okay, because we're going to do it a second time, because as I say, as we all know, the second time is always better than the first time. So get yourselves ready. Sat down, feet moving fast or standing. So get ready in 3, 2, 1, and off we go. That's it. Moving fast. My breathing's getting up now. Halfway there. 7, 8, fast feet. 9, and 10. And well done. Have a breather. Get your breath back. Relax. Have a drink if you've got one near. That is the end of the working bit. So well done. Next 2-3 minutes, I'm going to just witter and talk to you, because, well, I don't get to talk to many people these days, so you'll do. Now, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? I'm sorry. So, it's Good Friday tomorrow, isn't it? So it's bank holiday. Do you want to do this warm up again at 11 o'clock tomorrow on bank holiday Friday and bank holiday Monday? If you do, leave a comment below. If enough people want it, we'll carry on doing it. Otherwise, we'll have a long weekend. But leave a comment below if you think we should do this on Friday and Monday, the bank holidays. But homework for the long weekend. Deliberate practice. A phrase I often use, and a lot of what Get Moving is all about. There's two parts to the phrase, really. Practice makes perfect, and use it or lose it. I'm sure you've all heard them before, but this is what it's all about. If we practice something, if we do something, we will get better at it. It'll improve. Maybe slowly, maybe only by a bit, but we will improve if we practice it. If we don't practice it, if we ignore it, if we sort of pretend it's not there, we are not going to improve on it. And chances are we'll probably get worse at it. So us here in Get Moving, we try and do deliberate practice of things that we find difficult, because that's how we're going to improve. So another phrase I use is we get good at what we actually do. So if we do something, practice it, that's how we're going to do it. So if we do things sloppily, then we're going to carry on doing things sloppily. But if we do things quickly, if we practice doing things at speed, we're going to get better at doing it speedy. If we practice things in a controlled manner, we will become more controlled. Determination I've got written down here. If we really we're going to do this, if we practice with determination, we're going to be more determined in everything in life. We get to do. So make sure when we practice, we do it with these positive qualities as opposed to the negative ones. When we practice, we want to identify our weaknesses. Don't just go through these moves with a closed mind. Think about what we're doing. Think about why we're doing it. Identify our strengths and weaknesses. Identify the things we find difficult. So some example I've written down here. We might find balance challenging. We might find the strength aspect. We might not feel strong enough to do it. Our mobility, our movement, our flexibility, or our coordination. They may all be our weak links, our limiting factors. If we can figure out what they are, what your limiting factor is, because mine will be different from yours, and yours will be different from somebody else's. But if you can identify what your limiting factor is, and then deliberately practice that thing, we will, slowly but surely, we will improve. So, homework over a long weekend. We've got Easter. Happy Easter, everyone. Your homework over the long weekend. On the Get Moving website, and the link is in the description above or below. So it's www.reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. Again, click on the link above or below. On the website, I have put down all the exercises that we do in our classes. You'll recognize them. The cards that we stick on the wall, they're all on the website there. I've stuck them there. You can download them. You can look at them online. So your homework is to find the ones you don't like. All the exercises that we do, I know for a fact there'll be some in there that you avoid whenever possible. You go, oh God, no, I don't do that one. I can't do that one. That's difficult, or I don't like it. Find the one you don't like. That's when you're going to practice 10 times a day over this long weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 10 times a day, I want you to do some deliberate practice of that exercise you do not like. Don't just go through it mindlessly again. Like I said, think about what you're doing. I like to ask myself 3 basic questions when I do these practice moves. I do the practice and I ask myself, where did it go well? What were my strengths? Oh, that was good. My balance was good. My strength was good, whatever. Where did it go well for you? Where did it go wrong? Did you lose your balance? Did you not have enough strength to do it? Did you not have the coordination? What is your weak link there? Where did it go wrong? And the last question is, when you're going to practice it again, for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 10th time, what are you going to do differently to make it a little bit better? So common things I've found with some people, with the sit stand, very, very common one. If we have trouble standing up, often we find with people, they try and stand up and they fall back. So they lose their balance backwards. So we identify our strengths and weaknesses there. What went well? We got off the chair. What didn't go so well? I fell backwards. How can I make that better next time? I need to get my weight further forwards so I don't fall backwards. So that's a very common one with a sit stand. You identify, you ask yourselves those 3 questions for whatever exercise you're doing. What worked well? Where did it go wrong? And how can you improve it next time? And that's going to be your homework for the long weekend. Like I said, if you want us to do this on Friday and on Monday again, just let us know. Or you might want to have a nice break. It's up to you. But 10 times a day, pick an exercise from the website. And if you want, leave a comment, take a picture, take some video, and just stick it in the Get Moving Facebook page so we can all see how you're getting on, and we can all help each other out, cheer each other along. The camaraderie in this, I find, is fantastic. It does wonders for me. I hope it's going to be good for you as well. So leave a comment, write a little post, take a picture, take a video, stick it on there, and have a fantastic Easter. Thank you very much, and we'll see you either tomorrow, Monday, or next time, whenever that is. Thank you very much. Oh, don't forget, share, and goodbye.